Oops. Welcome to the islands. Or so they say.
I'm done.
Oops.
We can see our mic today. That's pretty cool.
Oops. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome to Florida Park Explorers. I'm Explorer Jen. That's the bear shark.
And I'm dead.
And Bella's around here somewhere. I think she's on that the switch.
Yeah.
I think we're all surprised.
You guys said we could play.
So welcome in, everybody. As I just chewed on hair. That's good.
Yeah.
It's
always good. What is that?
I don't know.
You guys are killing me.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
From the Philippines. Hi, how are you?
There you go.
Welcome in.
Welcome in.
Welcome in, everybody. We are doing a home stream tonight. Yeah, she's right here. She's right
The
there.
layout, she didn't want to climb it.
She's right there. So, welcome in, everybody. Do what you always do. Say hi to everybody while I take a sip.
Hello, everyone. Let me look at the screen. And welcome if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and follow us or like the page. Hello, Jordan. He left. He took the... Now you got to look down. Hi, Sim. Welcome in. B. Disney, Stevie Lee. EC Tour Adventures. Welcome in. Rosie, hello. Triton, hello. Captain Tuttle in the house, everybody. Watch out. Amanda, hello. Justin, hello. Jeannie, Candace is here. Lisa M. I saw Hey Howdy Hey a few minutes ago. He's hoping there's more good than bad with what we have to say. Mike Wheeler, I know you're listening somewhere.
You need
Hello,
to pull
sir.
up our expense report because we never did that.
We never did that. I think I saved it. So let me pull it. Hi, JT.
So,
and Carrie, of course.
There's been a lot of what was it like? What was MSC? What was the island? The good, the bad, and the ugly. We did a ship tour, which we went over a good portion of this. But we still had a ton of questions like, what was it like after? What were your thoughts looking back? So we always do these recaps of the tours. And tonight's no different. So there's good and bad in all cruise lines. All right. There's no other way around it. And with any company, there is no perfect anything. It just doesn't exist. I'm like holodecking. I'm going to be careful. So I'm here for the dirt and nothing but the dirt. Don't worry, there's dirt coming because we're gonna kind of go through it with you guys. Every time I put my arm up, it's like, don't touch your wife. So let me say this. Overall experience, I would say, because I had to take our survey today for MSC, I gave them a 7 out of 10. Okay,
That's
I
fair.
thought that was fair.
Here we go.
I'm
going to actually print it maybe. So we can
there you go. I'd love to have it printed. I gave him a 7 out of 10 for a couple of reasons. Number one, the value is a 10 out of 10. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. It was a 10 out of 10 for value. The experience was fantastic. I can't tell you that I had a bad time. I didn't.
Their island's gorgeous.
Their island is a 10 out of 10.
One of my favorite. I mean, I've been to Castaway I've been there. I've been to Princess Cay as well, like years and years ago. And I mean, I've seen, but this island's absolutely gorgeous.
It was beautiful.
It's like it's a town pretty much. So people, the workers live there, because it's funny when we were leaving. One of the other passengers said to one of the crew, she's like, well, where do you live? He's like, I live right over there in those buildings. I was like, she's like, can I move in with you? It was really funny. Her husband got a little mad at her.
We have to lose the background because you were
working.
fading.
I'm gonna blur out in a second anyway. So
that's okay.
But
as you can see, everybody, really cool. Boxes are ready to go out. They're right there.
There's boxes,
you're sitting
merch,
in the production studio of Madness and Insanity.
So
breaking it down, we're gonna break it down by boat, cruise line, experience, the whole thing. And the overall boat was exceptional. It's $1 billion boat. It was built 2 years ago. It's beautiful. The staff was courteous. We had a couple of minor issues, but
the only thing on here is the ending when I had to pay. So
right in. And the boat was beautiful. I mean, there's nothing about that boat that they skimped on. I like, except, my complaint on any cruise ship is the bathroom, which we'll go over.
If you know, you know.
So basically, I'll say this. When we got there, getting on the boat took minutes. We were on the boat fast. It took us longer to walk to the boat than it did to get on it. And that was actually something that I praised them for. But I also sat there and said, hey, guys, you're missing an opportunity. And I'll tell you why. So when you get on the boat, and here's a major difference between every other cruise line and MSC, and MSC admits this, by the way. You have to get on the boat and go to what looks like an ATM and swipe your credit card so that your incidentals and all the things that can get charged. And if it doesn't like your credit card, you have to do this daily.
Well, you just have to you can preload your card, kind of like, loading a gift card, or loading your Starbucks card. We'll even say that, but you can preload your card in it's up to it's 100, 200, 300, or $4 increments. You can't go more than 400. If you want to, you just have to go back in again. And they were having issues with my card. A surprise, a machine that has issues with my card. That just never happens. Never happens.
So we'll get back to this ATM thing because it's also the reason why we didn't like Debarkation. So basically, day one, if you've been on a Disney cruise, there's fanfare. You walk on the boat. They announce your name. There's people all standing around. It's a fun environment, but it's not electric. When you walk on this boat, you literally go in the side of the ship, okay, and you're on the boat. You go through security, not like a security, but like a checkpoint to make sure you're supposed to be there. Although I think they should have already accomplished that goal. So then you walk in and you're in the main atrium area, the lobby area, or what is essentially the center of the boat where everything transpires throughout the day. There's main bars, there's music. It was a fun environment. We had a really good time with it. So I would say day one, getting on the boat, we literally walked in, our room was ready. We walked right to our room, which was awesome. From the time I dropped the luggage to the time it hit our room was under an hour. So that was incredible. Muster drill took place in the room, which was great. And then you walk down to your mustard station, swipe your cruise card, and away you go.
And it's only one person in your party. You don't even all have to do it.
You don't all have to go.
Just like any other thing.
But I would all go just because at the end of the day, they do kind of look at you.
They were looking for people later on because people hadn't swiped in and they were announcing them over the ship.
They did.
PA, and I'm like, oh, you're in trouble.
So day one was basically that. And then by the time we got on and started streaming, we were starving. So we went and we skipped main dining that night. We did the buffet and I thought the food was good. There was the best pizza, I think.
Best pizza on the seas.
Best pizza on the seas by far.
Better than some places.
It's better pizza than we get here. So the pizza on board was incredible.
Now they did do put that, I don't know why. It's because we don't, that's why. So one of the things with the pizza, like they always had your pepperoni and cheese.
It was had a
and
white
they had
pie.
a white pie at lunch. They'd
They had
have
white
it
pie all the
later at night. They were pumping out because Pete's open till 1 a.m. So they're pumping them out. But during lunch, they'd have different white pies. They had a chicken barbecue, which was actually pretty good because it didn't taste like barbecue sauce. So it was good. And then the olive and onion was weird, but
The hamburgers were fantastic. Bella had 1,400 hot dogs.
The hot dogs were good.
See?
and they finally had chili cheese dogs the last day. We're
So
like,
the food at the buffet, I got to be honest with you. I thought it was really good. I enjoyed it. Was it like it was made for me? No, but that's buffet food. So it was really good. We had a nice little relaxation, eating, having some fun. We made a rookie mistake, but we did it on purpose. So it's not necessarily a rookie mistake. We did not buy the drink package up front. We bought it on the boat. We wanted to see if you were a first timer and you didn't understand the process, what would it be like? What would it cost? What you should do, what you shouldn't do. By the way, buy the drink package and do it before you get on the boat. Save money. The watered down drinks that they have sitting there, I'm sorry.
I'm impressed.
the machines.
I have to say this. I believe that it's done deliberately to make you buy a drink package.
So they have pretty much the soft drink vending machines with juices, with like a lemonade, unsweet iced tea,
Strawberry kiwi.
juice, and something else, and then they have coffee and hot tea. But
And they were all gross. Well, they were all watered down.
they're very watered down. Yes.
And it's done deliberately. There's no doubt about it. So they want you to buy a drink package. Now, here's the negative with the non-alcoholic drink package. It's soda, coffee, and tea. There's no Powerade. There's no lemonade. There's no iced tea. And that's something that's lacking because I don't drink a lot of soda.
Yeah, they had of course they had bottled water, like anything non-alcoholic would fit into your package, like cappuccinos, like Dave said. But it was kind of weird that they didn't have any kind of Powerade or Gatorades or any kind of energy drink. Well, I mean, like that kind of energy drink. They did have Red Bull, but that doesn't count. I mean, like an electrolyte drink, considering you're on a boat and people could be like,
And I mean, this is full of iced tea right now. I drink Arnold Palmer probably religiously.
Now, Jill, you could get like unsweet tea from the little vending machine, and it tasted like any unsweet tea. You just need to add your sugar and lemon. I even tried to put the lemonade in it, and the tea was better without the lemonade in it.
Yeah. So all in all,
Hi, Anna. Welcome in.
the drinks was no, Josh, we were not on a Disney cruise. So that was the one negative day one. All right. So then we went and we checked out Kids Club, and Bella went and did that. We signed up for those things. We had a good time. She went in there. We explored the boat, got familiar with our surroundings. And basically we went back to the room, got everything set up. And then when it was time for Bella to come out, we actually ordered room service, and room service was phenomenal. I had a steak Diane for dinner.
Who's Diane?
She's
Oh
a
my
steak.
gosh.
And there was salads and wings and burgers. We bought a bunch of stuff. How much were cocktails? They ranged from about $8 to $15, depending upon what class of drink you got. If you got the one where they poured it in your hand, it was about $8, and then it went up from there.
Hi, Dallas. Hi, Hills. Yeah.
So, and it was like, here's vodka, and the bottle literally was clear. So,
I stuck with wine and then drinks of the day, and that was like
so because of the package that we were in, the cost of room service was included. Now on the lower tiers, I believe it is not included, but I'm not 100% sure on that, and I am going to get clarification. Again, there's not a lot of information.
What are you going to say? What happens with our
Yeah, of
package?
course.
Because they actually have to fix
Yeah, I
that
know.
too.
So, let's see. Cool, you get to go bye-bye.
Bye.
Somebody already did that.
Hey, Joe. Bye. It was nice seeing you again.
I got him.
Yeah, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Take care.
We got him.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Explore Jen to the rescue.
Yeah. Adios.
So the deal pretty much is like this: is we went on a travel agent voucher. meaning I got a ridiculous deal because I'm a travel agent. So full disclosure, we did not pay full rate. What's up, Tron Christine?
Hey, Chris.
We did not pay full rate. I paid $39 for my ticket, $39 for Jen's, and Bella went for free. So the total cost of our fare, including port fees and taxes, started at $309 for 4 nights. So right up front, we did not pay full price.
No, we need to.
Then, for those of you who are familiar with Disney and have never been on any other cruises, they offer something called bidding. You could actually bid to go up a package, which we did. They accepted our bid. We went up to the Aurea package, which is one step below the highest package that they had. They charged us an additional $250 to go. So our grand total to get on the boat was roughly $559. So that's how much it cost for us to go on this cruise. If we did nothing else, that's what it would have cost. Now, when we bought the drink package, what did it come out to?
So the drink package was $140 for each of us. So it's divide that by 4 really quick. 140.
$35.
So 35 bucks, $34 a day. And then Bella's was 88 for the 4 days. So $22 a day. So 280 plus 88.
So roughly speaking, it cost an additional $370. So by the time it was all said and done, if you bought drink package and that, all of your entertainment's included, all of your food was included, all of everything was included, and we would have gotten out the door for under $1,000 for 4 nights. Now, for 4 nights, tell me where a family of 3 can go for $250 a day, $250 a night, includes hotel, great food, great entertainment, and probably some of the most breathtaking scenery you've ever seen. Can't be done. So it was an exceptional cruise. Had we paid full rate, we would have been about $300 to $400 more.
Yeah, which is still
an
phenomenal.
Exceptional price for 4 nights. It would have been about $1,300. Thereabouts is what I figured it out to be. So now, if I take the $250 Aria package out, and we had just simply gone for the regular rate, it would have been about the same. So it would have been about $1,100. So it's a great value for what you're getting. It was incredible. So that takes us through day one. Day one was exceptional. We had a great time. We went to bed relatively early, knowing we were going to get up early the next day and go on to the private island. The negative to it was Jen had been sick the week before, as most of you know, and about sometime Sunday night, I started not feeling great. Monday morning, I woke up. I did not feel well. So basically, I powered through it. Are there different levels on drink? There are.
Yes.
There's actually 4 different levels, and I'll get back to drink packages.
Because then you have the alcoholic levels. The
alcoholic levels.
Where you don't $100 a day, where you get whatever you want to drink.
That's where you don't go for meetings. So, but basically, what it comes down to is, where was I? Oh, private island. I wasn't feeling well, so we got off the boat. We went right down. All Bella cares about when we get off the boat is going into the water.
So we don't even book. We had booked to do the lighthouse tour, and she didn't even care. And then we saw it was a spiral staircase. I'm like,
and Jen was like, "No, I'm not doing it."
Good.
So
we didn't use the umbrella because it was gorgeous. Don't get an umbrella in January or February when you go.
You don't need it. You're better off getting the beach chairs. So the sand was gorgeous. The water was the clearest I just about had ever seen. I took a bunch of videos of fish. I was standing knee deep, and they were around my toes, and you could see them as if they were literally floating on the surface.
There were no rays. It was nice.
There was nothing in that water. It was gorgeous. The island itself was beautiful. The food was great.
To raise either,
Nope.
I was joking.
I know.
I was trying to make a joke.
So right where we were, which was right as you get off the boat, it's like a little bohemian town, and then you hang a left and you head towards the lighthouse, and there's a beach, and you're staring at the boat, the lighthouse, and all the water. It was gorgeous. It was beautiful. Plus, full bar right there, All the food was right there. You didn't have to leave. You could have walked 500 feet. And
I think there are about 75 bars on that boat. I'm just going to say, like, ranging from large to tiny. Yeah.
There's a bar every 20 feet.
And there's a lot of bar. And one thing about them that's a little different, they have select bars. Like, when we talk about the dining, it's kind of funny. If you want wine in the dining room, you get it like that. If you want a drink, you're waiting a little bit.
Yeah,
you have to have the bar waiter come in. It's very interesting, actually.
Yeah, there's no doubt that they do things. I mean, it's very goal oriented in that sense.
Well, that's the drink package.
So is that the total?
Well, that's what I put in, and then remember, I got that money back, and then we had to put her drink package in.
So it's this.
It's that plus that
minus that.
No.
So it's that just plus that.
Yeah, and then that's the money I got back. So yeah, which I had to pay them.
So do they have a rum bar, a Long Island iced tea bar? Yes, they actually do have a Long Island iced tea bar.
Those Long Island iced teas are probably pretty strong too. They were very heavy pours.
Yeah.
Like out the window.
Every drink we got was you could take paint off a car.
I had a pina colada on the islands, and I don't know where the pina was in it. There was a lot of rum.
Yeah. The Mai Tai I had was to tie one off.
Excuse me, but there's one thing I learned on that island.
This ought to be good.
There are non-alcoholic pina coladas apparently.
Yes.
Yeah,
Also,
I knew where she was going.
Also, right now I just realized, I think the pina is pineapple.
Yes, it
There
is.
you go.
Because it's the first 4 letters of pineapple.
So
Drink lessons with that.
So the drink packages kind of go like this. There's a kids, a non-alcoholic, there's an easy package, an easy plus package, and a premium package. The premium package is for your call brand. So anything that you basically want is included.
I think it's every drink up to $16, and then and then premium, and then if there is a drink over 16, which
I can't imagine it would be. You pay the difference.
And then if you want to get a bottle of wine, I think there's a percentage off if you're getting a bottle. It was very strange.
Welcome in, new Explorer.
New Explorer.
So, all in all, drink package, it's like any other cruise ship. So if you want those, that's what you get. I didn't like the fact it was only cans. I felt like at dinner, you're sitting in this place, we're dressed up, and they're bringing me cans of soda. I wasn't really a fan of that. If it were me and I were the server, I'd have cracked the can, poured it in the drink, and brought it.
And for a company that's has green. A conservation, and they're very green. I mean, their island is it's a marine reserve. It's a marine reserve, and I was kind of shocked to see so many cans and like bottles. Like,
yeah,
you recycle them.
So the bottom line is, day 1, day 2, fantastic. We got back on the boat,
and we didn't see one trash can like on the boat, except
that
I have to actually say this. I saw a trash can the last day we were there, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's a trash can.
Every time I wanted to throw something out, I had to find a bathroom. So it was kind of crazy.
Dave's like, where do I put this? And I would just put it on a table and walk by. I'm like, I'm not carrying this around.
Oh, no.
So what is going on with our TV?
Because there's nothing running. I'll look at it. Just
anyway. So we get back. We went to main dining the first night. And now here's where I probably should have not touched on the food while we were on the boat and waited till tonight. The food was good. It's just I'm very particular, and I want to make sure that I'm very clear about this, because it turned into something it shouldn't have. The food was good. There was nothing wrong with the food at all. I just don't like a lot of these flares that they put on food nowadays. Like, to me, I don't even know what half of it is, and I'm not there to try it. There are certain things I'm willing to try, but
that's why I like to go on a boat to try things. Bella does it too now.
Jen and Bella do their thing, and basically the long and the short of it is, I like meat and potatoes and vegetables. Like I'm gonna go there. Like anybody who's traveled with us knows the fact that when I go out to eat, it's barbecue, it's steak, it's something along those lines. I'm not there for the chicken. I'm not, and I don't eat fish. It's really simple. So when that wasn't prevalent, like there was a steak Diane. I could have ordered it every night. And by the way, it was tremendous. Matter of fact, I had it on the third night.
We thought, well, on the room service, it said it was a sirloin, like a sirloin.
Said
right?
it was sirloin, didn't say steak Diane. And when we went out to dinner, I was always under the impression that that steak Diane was beef tips, and it was in a gravy, and it had the mushrooms and blah blah blah. That's not how they served it. So whatever, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe they're wrong. I don't care. It was wonderful. So the first night I ordered off of their Upcharge menu. Now keep in mind, and this is where I lost everybody last time. I didn't pay $5,000 for my cruise. I paid $500. I expect there to be certain upcharges. I just do. I didn't have a problem with the fact that a porterhouse was $20.
It was a beautiful porterhouse,
and it was
too, for
gorgeous.
$20.
If I had gone to any one of your normal steakhouses, I'd have paid $45 to $50 all day long for that. It was wonderful. Okay, I enjoyed every minute of it. It was yummy and delicious. It came with asparagus and mushrooms and grilled tomatoes and a baked potato, and it was incredible. And I enjoyed it. Now, Jen got the first night, she got the pasta with
The salmon pasta.
And how was it?
It was good. It was good.
Bella got fried chicken. It was Southern style fried chicken.
huge.
It was a huge portion.
I couldn't eat all of
It was
it.
a
It
huge
was like
portion.
2 huge, and I think they were, it was like 2 huge thighs, but they were like,
How big
really,
those chickens? How are they feeding those
Did
chickens?
you see the size of them chickens? So,
but yeah, and what was the,
so
what we
Theo-
had pre?
it can be okay. Now, like there's other levels. Like if you got Yacht Club, it's all included. There, and you get a butler. But we'll go over that later.
And their menu is amazing.
I don't know that I would say it was amazing. You kept
You
saying
could
that.
actually
but-
get prime rib in there.
Yeah,
so
I know. And they sliced prime rib by the pool, but that's not the point. Was it worth it for $7,000 for the same cruise we went on? It was the same price as a Disney cruise if you did it. If you did Yacht Club.
No, it's true.
Now, if you do a bid, you could get it for about an upcharge of about $700 per person. So it would have cost us $1,400 more than the $300 we had already paid.
Now, the one thing that was weird was the shrimp cocktail thing they had.
Shrimp
It was-
cocktail was odd.
They were like little itty bitty baby shrimp, like about that big. And they were mixed on the cocktail sauce. It was really weird.
But it was the same shrimp that went in the risotto.
Yes, it was the same exact shrimp from
It was so that
risotto.
they could double dip, and I got it.
Yeah.
Now, again, let me say this in no uncertain terms. The food was great. Okay. No concerns whatsoever. So, moving past dinner on new.
And then the one thing you didn't say, if you did want, now you could get as many appetizers and desserts as you wanted. But if you wanted a second entree, like if I got the salmon pasta and I wanted something else on that night's menu, it was an extra $5.
And let me say
But the
this.
steak would have still been 20. So
You just give us a thumbs down.
how did I give us a thumbs down?
You went like this.
Oh.
So, the other thing I will say is this. I was not impressed with the dessert.
No.
There were a couple things that were okay, but they were not great. The desserts were not great. Here's the good part. I was so full, I didn't care. And knowing that there were other things on the boat, you kind of get past it if you don't look at this and start comparing. And here's where I think a lot of people get in trouble. They've been on other cruises, they paid a lot more for, and they start to compare it down to this, where the boat was beautiful, the experience was great, the service was awesome, but there were little minor charges. It was a la carte. And I kind of preferred that. There were some annoying aspects of it. I'm not going to say that there wasn't. There were. But for the most part, I liked not paying for things I didn't use. That really was nice. I could pay for the things that I wanted. I got an exceptional value on it. Excuse me. I never felt like I was overcharged for anything, including the excursions. We didn't get overcharged. The food, we didn't get overcharged. Nothing felt like we got charged way too much money. It just never felt that way. Contrastly, when you go onto a Disney boat, I feel like I have to demolish that boat in order to try and get to a quarter of the value of the money that I paid for it.
Just one of everything.
And and anybody that's cruised with us knows I order everything on the menu. Why? I want to try everything. I want to try all the desserts. I want to try all the appetizers. And the food on the Disney cruise, let me rephrase this, on the Wish is phenomenal.
The magic is really
good. The magic was okay.
So
I won't say it was really good. It was okay. It was probably commensurate with MSC.
Yeah.
It was commensurate. I don't believe it was better than MSC's food. The Wish had tremendous food. No doubt.
So I'm like the treasure. I'm
so if you've only been on the
oh.
Wish, that's the only boat you compare it to. And Jordan and I have talked about it, that he's been on multiple boats and
multiple Disney boats.
Multiple Disney boats, and he's had different dining experiences. We did not do any real excursions, Christy. We went to their private island and experienced the entire island. We had a great time there. Day 2, because we docked overnight, so we could have gotten off the next morning. The problem was I was sick as a dog. I mean, like, I didn't get out of bed till 1 o'clock. We were already in the water going. What's up, HM?
And Bella and I were going to run over. It just seemed very
we
rushed too. We were up a little late.
We're not morning people.
No.
All right. So, like, if we were morning people, you could have gotten off the boat at 7 o'clock in the morning and had 5 hours on the ride.
But we had already decided that we will be taking another MSC cruise. So be a little, and I do like
you ruined it.
Why?
You ruined it.
This was at that point we had.
Good night, everybody.
No, at that point we had decided not.
I know, but they're ending. Now I have nothing to end with.
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna just
keep going.
Oh, I'm done.
I have nothing to say.
So, kind of takes us into day 3. Day 3, I was completely sick. I was pounding medication, coffee, anything I could to be functional. And it took everything I had to get functional that day. We were at sea. I honestly don't really remember Wednesday. I know that we did stuff, but I'm pretty sure I got out of bed long enough to eat dinner, walk the ship with Jen, see the illusionist.
Yeah, we did the show that night, yeah.
And I got nothing. So
Wednesday, Bella and I, we decided not to get off. We went and we had like some food. And the one thing I do have to, I'm going to say about the room service, how they were very backed logs with the room service. The one morning I requested between, I think it was 8:30 and 9, and I got it at like 10:30. They called and apologized, but there's just, I feel they were slightly understaffed for the amount of people that were on the boat. So on Wednesday, Bella and I decided to hit there's a little area called, when we did the tour, it's the little Pirate Cove. So there's some water slides over there. So Bella was just up and down on the water slides. One of the things they do, the parents actually sign a release form, and you get bracelets for the water slides. And she went on 2 of the 3. The other one is like a tube that goes out over the ocean, and we weren't down for that. And she wasn't, but she had a lot of fun. So, but the slides were really cool. I didn't get a chance to go down one, but Bella had fun, and that's all that mattered. And there was like a splash area for her to just hang out. Someone had asked about the kids club.
Well, wait, before you go there, there's something we got to address.
What do we got to address?
All right. So here's something that is a concern that everybody has. Let me go ahead and tell you, Disney parks are the most disgusting places on earth. If you go to a Disney park and you do not bring hand sanitizer, and after you touch every single thing on earth, if you're not hand sanitizing, you're coming home with something. I don't care what it is. If you notice, we get sick a lot. And it's because people are constantly coughing on Jen. They're constantly sneezing.
Some lady totally sneezed on me today in the store, and I was like,
"Great, you're this close to me. I'm literally just getting over this." So the big concern that everyone has is, like I'm going to get sick on a cruise ship. You're going to get sick at a Disney park. You're going to get sick at a mall.
You're going to get sick on a plane.
Nobody cleans this stuff. It's not like COVID when everybody was cleaning everything and doing all this stuff. That doesn't exist anymore. It's upon you. So let me tell you what we do. We bring Clorox wipes with us. We bring hand sanitizer with us. And at the end of the day, if you don't want to get sick, stay in your house. Like, if that's your concern,
See, Stevie got sick at her house. So, like,
it's not hard. I mean, I hate to say this, but we got to go through those things. Like, I was taking airborne the whole time. I was taking everything. Jen actually believes the same thing, Julia. So, but you're saying not around as many people. The truth is if you go out in public, if you go to a mall, if you go to a Walmart, if you go anywhere, food stores, it doesn't matter. You're around people. You have to take the precautions that you have to in order to ensure your own safety. And the cruise is no different.
Yeah.
Every day when they came and cleaned the room, we wiped it down. Every time we touch something, we hand sanitize. If you go to Disney Springs and you touch those handrails on the escalators and you don't hand sanitize after, good luck.
That's why there are times I'm done doing something and the gimbal gets little because I'm hand sanitizing.
Jen brings the gimbals home and we wipe them down with alcohol. There's a lot of things that go along with that. It just is the way it is. People have not realized that, I don't know, covering your mouth goes a long way.
Yeah.
It's gross. I don't want to walk through your Slimer. So the bottom line is if you're worried about this on a cruise ship, it is no different than going and staying in a hotel. If you came to a Disney park, you're going to get the same level of, more or less the same level of cleanliness. They're going to come in, they're going to do their quick wipe down. I can tell you that a super cleaner was here not that long ago and told me that room needed a deep clean. Right? There was dust on top of stuff. There were things everywhere. At the end of the day, though, you know what? It's a part of hotel travel. It's a part of traveling. You have to be proactive. If you're not proactive as a traveler, you're going to get sick. So take your vitamins. Make sure you're taking zincs and vitamin D.
Disney germs.
Yeah, they are. And what's funny is we all know the teacher that is like kids are like little petri dishes of virus. What do you think Disney is? Like, Disney parks are gross. You have got to make sure you're constantly cleaning your hands. The biggest disservice Disney did was taking the hand sanitation out of the park and not wiping things down. I'm sorry, but they skirt the responsibility onto you and call it a day. So, I'm not gonna leave my trust up to the people who are cleaning. I do my own. We clean our stuff, we clean ourselves, and we move about the day. One of the things that Disney Cruise Line does that's a little bit better than on the MSC is when you're walking at the buffet. They force you to wash your hands. You shouldn't have to be forced.
No, they're like, wash your hands. And like, somebody didn't let this guy was adamant about it. I'm like, dude, just wash your hands.
Wash your hands. You stop being gross.
I know you just washed them and
all
just
day.
Wash your hands.
MSC, you walk by and the station.
And they have the stations there. No, don't get me wrong. No one's using them.
And they don't enforce it.
And you don't even have to touch anything. It's like, you just put your hand right under, you get the soap, the water, and then the dryer. And
so imagine you cough, you sneeze, and you grab the tongs. That's it. Hand sanitize before you eat. So, moving past what had to happen, which was, the level of cleanliness. There's a level of cleanliness, but you have to be proactive to protect yourself. No one's going to do it for you. And I just warned you. Now, Kids Club.
Kids Club. So, where's the...
Hi. Okay, so...
Is she coming on?
No.
Okay.
There wasn't really a lot to do in the Kids Club. I mean, there were Legos, there was Switch, there was PlayStation, there was coloring, but other than that, there wasn't really a lot to do. And there was a place called The Studio, and they did, like, activities in there, and...
How many times did you want to leave Kids Club? Yeah, never. Exactly.
So...
She's comparing it to Disney, which Disney has phenomenal...
that wrote like a whole wing of the kids stuff. The Magic has two different kids. They have a lab and a club.
The Disney Kids Clubs were the best.
So, of course, we're comparing it to Disney. It is sponsored by Lego, so they do have Legos there. But they do a lot of group. They have the two age groups split up. And then they bring them into the studio to do like big groups. The one day I went to get her, like, parents could go in. Bella's up on stage playing a game. Then she's leading a dance. So she can say she didn't have fun, but she did.
I did have
And
She
then
did.
the one day I went to get her, which was the last night, she was in a Lego competition. So, she did have fun, but it's a lot different than what Disney has. Disney, you have like reign of the whole area that you're in one little room.
So, cruise director said the night of the show there were 400 kids on the boat out of 4,000. That's 10%. We know that there was 50 to 55% kids on the Disney boat. It's night and day difference. All right. One is designed for. There were two distinct groups of people on this boat. The first distinct group of people, I would say, are the late 20s and early 30-somethings that were in nice cocktail dresses. They were having fun. They were always had a drink in their hand, and they were good to go.
They had $100 a day. They had to get their money's worth.
Now, for the families, you'll find out very quickly that when it came to dressing, sometimes more was less and less was more.
Less was more. More
yeah,
was less.
More was shown. So like again, it wasn't. Were they covered? Yes, everybody was covered for the most part, but it left little to your imagination at times. The second distinct group of people were retirees. It was your 55 and over crowd for sure,
who did not understand the drink packages at all. The bartender.
There's not enough information.
The bartender's trying to explain it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, these poor guys.
So, basically, hold on a second. You want to come off your switch?
No, sorry.
There you go.
Funny.
Fantastic. So basically, no, it was not a lax dress code. Not even a little. As a matter of fact, I will say this. One of the things that you see on a Disney cruise is this.
Awesome. Oh.
You see this. Okay, and this
with
is
a blurry face.
This is in main dining. This is everywhere you go on the boat. You didn't see this on MSC. Now, it wasn't during the day. You didn't see people in tank tops, t-shirts, all the other stuff on the pool decks and all the other things.
It was mostly bathing suits and cover-ups and like sundresses like I was wearing. And then you saw people in t-shirts and shorts, but it wasn't like a Disney cruise at all.
So the biggest thing is, like when you went to dinner, everyone elevated their game a little bit. And to be honest, I liked it. I liked being able to put on a button-up shirt and, a nice pair of khaki shorts and sit down. And it was nice at times now keep in mind, everybody, I'm going to say something and then back up and totally debunk what I'm about to say. It was nice to sit there and have a dinner and not have characters running around. However, that was the experience I paid for. If you're going on a Disney cruise or you only go to Disney once a year, then I understand why it is so valuable to have those character interactions. But we finally put into terms what it was about Disney that I don't find the value in the cruising. And it's very simple. If I walk that direction about a mile, I will hit Cinderella Castle. It's just a fact. Going and seeing the characters every day is not a big deal to us. We can see them whenever we want. And however, we thoroughly enjoy it. If there were characters you can't meet every day on the boat, that would be more exciting to us. We also picked out about 50 reasons why there should be more character interactions. But it was nice to sit at MSC and we were on our time. There was nothing to rush to. There was no... Because Disney stacks the second seating for dinner too close to the evening events. Mm-hmm. So you're rushing from dinner. You don't have time to change. And you're constantly booking around the boat. And it's a little nerve-wracking. MSC, we didn't have that. As soon as we were done with dinner, it was, what do you want to do?
And they had three, which we found out later, they had 3 themed nights. They had a tropical night, a white night, and then a 60s, 70s, and 80s night.
Yeah.
So there are people that were dressed up. Now you can tell the people that had been on boats before or were in a Facebook group with somebody because they had appropriate attire. So,
but it was nice to wear a Tommy Bahama shirt.
Yeah.
It was nice to just. I have tons of tropical gear from living in Florida for 2 decades. This is, it was nice to just put on a pair of tropical shorts and a t-shirt and walk around. It was a lot of fun. And it was nice to look around and see people who were just enjoying themselves. There was a different atmosphere. It was a little bit more electric. Instead of constantly seeing screaming kids, you saw screaming adults. I'm just kidding. We never saw anyone puke, never saw a fight, never saw an argument.
Well, that's not true. So, I know what you meant. You said they didn't see anyone puke. It was a joke.
Now you have to explain it.
No, I don't. Keep
Yeah,
going.
you do.
Bella got sick because she had too much excitement. That's all.
She swallowed 2 gallons of water because she doesn't know how to close her mouth when she comes down a slide. So
I'm not embarrassed at all.
no, it's not to be embarrassed, but Mommy's sitting here saying she didn't see anybody. Like,
It was a joke.
right, so Bella
we didn't
yacked because
see-
Bella had her mouth open and got a bunch of water in her mouth.
We did not see any adults, and
I
I
know.
was on the elevator with some interesting characters.
There was always interesting people around. Here's the good news. On Disney cruises, we used to run into the same people over and over again. I never ran into the same person twice on MSC, which was awesome.
Yeah, no, kind of funny.
So it was a great experience. So day 3, wraps up with The Illusionist, which, by the way, that show is tremendous. That was a great show. Day 4, we were in Nassau. We got up. We don't get off in Nassau typically because there's no reason. And basically, the long and the short of it was, we did a boat tour. They kind of went off and did some stuff, and Bella went to kids club. Jen walked around. She did her thing. I had coffee. I took you guys around the boat. We had a great time. It was supposed to be for us to decompress a little bit and relax, and it was a lot of fun. The boat was epic. It was a great, great value. I never once felt like I do on a Disney cruise. And on Disney cruise, I always feel like what's really funny is when I get off a Disney cruise, I paid just as much on the boat, on the bill getting off the boat, as I did to get on the boat in the first place. It's like I paid for it twice, and it never makes me feel good, and I don't like it. So when everyone goes, oh, well, what about the Disney Treasure? I don't want to take anything away. We're all going to have a blast when we go on the Treasure. We're going to have a great time. But it's not because of what Disney's going to do. It's going to be because of the people that are coming with us.
Yes.
Yes, Jordan, stop it.
And whether we go on an MSC, a Royal, an NCL, whatever we go on, we're going to have a good time with the people who come with us. And what I don't want FPE to become is a Disney cruise boat, and
It's just I have a
and that's it. I want it to be where we can go on very affordable cruises where we get large gatherings of people together and we just take over a boat because it would be a lot of fun. Yeah. Hey, howdy. Hey, we had more fun during the 2 meetups. Everything that everybody talks about is when we got together. The rest of it is sit there and just kind of sit back and, go out on your veranda and sit back and relax. And you're going to do all the fun stuff. And, I will say this. It was a blast. Don't compare Disney to any other cruise line. Just don't do it. They're not the same as anybody else. They have different standards than everybody else. The way that the packages are put together are different. Everything about the experience was different. MSC was a lot of fun.
So, Jill, I know, Jill, you saw Josh's comment about Nassau's port. They are in the midst still of fixing the port. There's mega construction still going on. You pretty much walk over construction roads when you walk through Nassau. They're trying, but it's a slow process, obviously, and it was really bad. Jill, her husband, Jordan, and Patrick were with us when we went, and we found out we had to pay $30 to get onto a beach. $35 per head, I think it was too.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, what? So
yeah, look, it's like anything else in this world. You live and learn. You do the things that you want to do. Disney is going to be good for the people who want to come down once a year or whatever, and want that experience. Personally, I want to go on every other boat before I go and sit there and do all of the things. Like Jordan's been on 18 of Disney cruises. All I keep seeing is the price is going up and up and up and up. And until we demand more out of Disney on the boat, I'm sorry, but the Norwegian just came out with the Viva. It's got a 3-tier go-kart track on the top of the boat. Yes, Disney, I'm looking at you right now. So it's a little bit like I expect more. I expect more out of the Imagineering and Disney. If you're going to charge that much, it needs to be done. How's MSC versus? So we're going to do a Royal Caribbean and compare it. What I will tell you is value dollar wise for the MSC. I'm looking at what we spent overall, and we spent somewhere around $1,500 total.
Mm-hmm.
So for $1,500 total for 4 nights is fantastic, but it's also comparable to a Royal. So we're going to try a Royal Caribbean because I believe that Royal Caribbean is more family oriented.
There's so much to do. Those boats had so much on them because we were parked next to 2 Royals, and I was like,
so Yulia, here's what happened as we got off the boat, and here's where it goes south. The reason why MSC has all of these negative reviews, in my opinion, it's very simple. There's no information. There's very little communication. And when you go to get off the boats, it was a disaster. And I don't mean a little bit. I mean, it was a disaster. Getting off the boat was a train wreck. And it can all be avoided. And I put it in my letter to MSC today. I spoke with my MSC coach about it today. And I gave them a lot of pointers because they're wrong. There's no doubt about it. If at check-in, and this will make sense in a minute, if at check-in they took my credit card instead of making me go to the ATM and swipe it in order to constantly have money on my cruising card, and they just simply linked it right there, all of the problems I'm about to explain to you go away. Agreed?
yeah, no, agreed. Because one of the things, it's what the drink package thing, you can't go around it. Everyone in your cabin, in your group, has to get a drink package. Bella had a drink package. She never used her card to get a drinks.
You're getting ahead of it.
But I know. But I'm just saying that's the one thing. It's like.
But here's the thing that you have to understand. If they take your credit card and swipe it and attach it to your account when you check in at the desk, everything I'm about to tell you goes away.
Like for the Disney crew, when we go on the Treasure, our card's already connected to our account. Yep. Like I don't have to do anything. We're good to go. And so I don't understand why you can't do it at your digital check-in. Like give them your card number.
You have to do everything else. You got to give them all your documents. So give them the credit card, have them tie it to your account, and call it a day. Excuse me. So debarkation or disaster day. Your last impression is your lasting impression. And this is the issue. If you had a couple of problems, we got off the boat. I was yelling when we left the boat. All right. So here's what happened. We go to walk off the boat, and it's Jen, Bella, and me. Now, I'm loaded down with bags. I know Jen is extraordinarily capable, competent, have nothing but faith, trust, and pixie dust in her. She goes to walk off the boat, and I immediately can tell by her body language something's wrong. I can't figure out why. She turns around. Now I'm trying to de-escalate what's going on. And essentially, Jen turns around, pissed off. Now, keep in mind, you have to be out of your room at 7 o'clock in the morning. All cabins have to be empty.
Well.
And then you have to go, well, you can go to breakfast, and then you have to go to your station that they call you out of so that you can leave. We had priority deboating. There we go. That works. That's a made-up word. And so we're doing our thing, but nonetheless, we get up there. I can tell Jen's pissed. She walks away. She's like, oh, I got to go do this. And Jen, when Jen gets mad, you guys don't really know this because you don't get to see a lot of it. She speaks like every fifth word. I had no idea what the hell she was talking about, but she headed in a direction. I took Bella to the side. She comes back and hands me a wad of cash.
So I had a balance left on when I put money onto the card. So they gave me, it spit out cash on the ATM. I thought it went right back to my card, but apparently it didn't. So
it gave us a wad of cash.
I was like, all right, I got money. All right, so I'm okay.
I'm like, okay. So now they gave us money back. Now it's Bella, me, and Jen. Bella goes to get off the boat. They scan her card. Now they won't let Bella off the boat. They put their hands out and were about to grab my child when Dave lost his mind.
Why would they grab?
Just relax there, Slick.
Grabbing his roof?
Just relax, Slick.
Okay.
So our family escapades. We'll get there in a minute. So I'm about to lose it because they have bouncers stopping you from getting off the boat.
They put the tape up.
They
like
put
you cannot
security tape
close.
across, like the little line. The guy standing in front, and I'm getting pissed. And I don't mean a little. Like they didn't touch her.
No,
But
but you were ahead of us. I was like, well, my husband needs to come back in. Then.
So I turn around. I'm standing behind this clown. And I'm about to, I was in full bear shark mode. I was getting ready. And I was about to toss this guy off the ship. Like, you don't touch my kid. Don't look at her the wrong way. No. So her and Jen turn around. I go back onto the boat. They scan me back in. And now we have a balance. Now we owe them money. They just gave me, hold it. They just gave me money back. Now I got to give it back to them. How stupid is this? Again, if they had swiped my credit card at the check-in, all of this doesn't happen. So we go back up. We talk to the most arrogant prick on earth at that moment. I could have killed this guy. And as a matter of fact, Jen will tell you, I was already walking to the cruise director. I was already walking over. I was about 5 feet away when she's going, just pay it. Let's get the hell out of here.
But I realized what it was for.
Bella never swiped her card because we were getting her drinks for her. And so because it had never swiped through, the charge never went through. How stupid is that?
And then you get a thing at the end of the cruise, and I believe it's your gratuity. Is that what that hotel?
It's a hotel charge.
It's called hotel service charge. So Dave and I were charged, what was $65? I think it was $60, $70
I stopped
a piece.
listening because I was about to kill someone.
And then they put, so it was Bella's drink package plus her hotel service charge. And I was like, okay, well, you just gave me cash back, so here you go. And we
hand him the cash.
He gave me a receipt. We're good to go.
We walk up. Now it's me standing there and I'm staring this clown down. It was bad. And I was sitting there going, and at that point, it's 8:45 in the morning. I don't do 8:45. I got 2 hours of sleep because coming home, the water was a little rough. I enjoy rough water, by the way. It was a lot of fun. But we'd gotten limited sleep.
Barely slept.
We were up early. So JT, you don't actually pay for it until you swipe your card. This is why it's stupid. If they had charged the package day one and just charged our card, that would have been it.
And they actually lied to me. They said you're not going to get charged the package until the end of the cruise. So as soon as I swiped my card that night and they got me my can of Coke Zero, $140 was charged. When Dave went, that's when they charged his. I was like, okay, that's fine. No big deal. But
it's a stupid process. Again, charge everybody up front so this way you don't have these issues. If they had swiped our credit card at the port when we were getting on the boat, this is over. None of this happened. We would have walked up, scanned our card. Hey, thank you for a great cruise. And we would have walked off the boat and we'd have been happy. Instead, the entire time from the moment I stared this idiot down till me, and then as I walked 1 foot past and I was torching them on the way off the boat. So that's my last impression. Now, the difference between me and the rest of the world is I calm down very quickly. And I look at things for what they are. It's a stupid process, but the way the staff handled it was stupid. It's piss poorly done. So I'm walking off the boat. Bella's yelling. I'm yelling. She's yelling. We're all mad. It's early. We're tired. This is not the way this is supposed to go. Now, once we get out of there, we go to customs. Customs was a breeze like it always is. We didn't wait long. We then went over, and we hit the garage and we were out of there. So it was not horrible.
No.
The problem is everybody else knows if they had just simply scanned my credit card day one, all of it's avoided. So I told everybody at MSC this. I was like, this is a dumb procedure. You guys need to fix this. Get those stupid machines off the boat. And their answer to it was, not everybody does that. Some people have debit cards. Some people have prepaid cards. That's great. So make that machine available for people who don't have access. But for everybody else, scan the freaking credit card and let's go If it's attached to my room, it would have been easy. There were a bunch of people that were having a problem. A lot of people had to come out of line. We watched a few people in front of us. I didn't understand what was happening because, again, there's no communication or information. So when you're going through this, they give you paper. That's awesome, Jordan. They give you a piece of paper every night in your cabin for what's coming up the next day, which I really liked. And that was something that we overlooked, was they give you a pamphlet every night. And it was what's coming, what's the temperature going to be, what to expect, where things are going to be. I like that a lot. Their app is mediocre, so this was a great way of doing it. Debarkation was the day we figured out we got screwed. So the night before we're getting off, they hand you your luggage tags and everything. You got to have your stuff out. And Jen looks down. Now, I don't look at any of this stuff. I just don't. And Jen goes, we're party 35 to get off the boat. I'm like, that seems exceptionally high.
So we were supposed to get off at like 10:30, and I had originally seen that we were supposed to get off at like
the Ori experience was supposed to get off at 8:30.
Yeah.
And because it did not register our package when we did the bid, we were still in a Bella class. Even though we were in an Oria room and we had partial Oria experience, they did not give us everything. So we didn't get the discounts. We didn't eat in the appropriate restaurant. We didn't get certain things that Aria group was supposed to. We couldn't get into Top Solarium. We weren't able to really get out and do the Aurea Spa, which has its own infinity hot tub. So there were some things, but we didn't catch it because I wasn't feeling well. So the last night when we look and I go, we should be a 7 out of 35, I headed down to guest services. And I got one of the senior guest services. She explained to me it was the last night of the cruise. There was nothing she could do. And she went over everything with me. She was phenomenal. She upgraded us at that exact second, said, here's 7, here's this, you'll get off at 8:30.
And she gave us new key cards for like the next 12 hours. I was like, oh, thanks.
So, but she went over the information with me about Voyagers Club and how we get points and what we do and how you do this. And it was the most informative. And I said, you should be in all the videos and you should just explain everything about all the boats. I was like, because this is stupid. And she agreed that there was not a lot of information. That is the number one complaint. So MSC needs to step up on their information. They should do boat tours. They should do what I did, except from their perspective. And that's just the way it is. So I don't believe in luck. So basically the long and the short of it is.
But you watched the movie.
Thanks, Belle.
A joke.
So the long and the short of it is it's a great cruise. It's exceptional for the value. I highly recommend it. Have us book it for you. That's the advantage of being travel agents and having gone on here, was to go experience this for you guys. I can tell you there will be an MSC FPE meetup. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, so that people can experience the value. And it offers single cruise rates. You can go as a single, and they even have single meetups. So you can sit there and be like, hey, I don't have to eat alone. I can eat with somebody. How cool is that? It was really a great company.
So Jill, we would have had anytime dining. We could have gone in anytime we wanted to. And the menu was slightly different. I don't think it was like completely different. There might have been 1 or 2 dishes that weren't on there. It's the same thing with the yacht club. But
eating anytime would have also been great for our schedule. I liked that aspect. It's not that it's complicated. Going on any boat the first time, there's a learning curve. And by the way, I watched tons of videos. I watched tons. So, now regarding the steak and lobster, the second night we ate in main dining, we decided to go completely off menu. We ate all of their upcharge meals. Bella got the lobster, which she didn't like because it was overcooked and it was gritty and sandy. Jen got the porterhouse and I got the filet mignon. And I'm going to tell you, it was $60 now. We had the $20 pulled off for Bella's lobster. We paid $40 for dinner. And I'm going to just tell you right now, the filet was phenomenal. The porterhouse Jen got was better than the one I got the night before. It was phenomenal. So it was really, really good food, and there was anything that you wanted, you could get. It was just, did you want to pay for it? And there were a lot of times where, like, if you guys went to Venchi Bar with us, I had a number of lattes from Venchi, and I paid for them, even though I had a cappuccino package, which I had like 5 dozen of those. So there were things that we paid extra for along the way. But when you're dealing with something that, in my opinion, is a supreme value, and you guys need to hear this, to go on the Wish for 4 nights is, for 2 people, is like $3 to $4 grand. And you can get it cheaper. There's times and someone's going to drop it in there. Oh my God, I went for $935. Okay, great. That's the exception that disproves the rule. If I were to pull it up right now and share a screen with you, you're going to find the average 3 or 4 night cruise is anywhere from $2,500 to $4,000 for a couple. All right, and that's just the way it is. So Disney is this high target, and I expect them to deliver. If you're going to tell me that your tagline is luxury cruise lining with exceptional guest service, then I expect that. If I pay $189 for my cruise, I'm not expecting Disney. I'm not expecting perfect service. I'm expecting good. And I got good service. At times, I thought I got great service. I think that the food was great. I enjoyed every minute of it. There was nothing that I ate that I sat there and said, that was gross. Not once.
They like to make a lot of lamb on the boat.
The lamb was actually good.
Yeah, they did a lot of like...
Yo, slow your roll. Don't go diving in the couch.
Yeah, stop doing that.
So let's go back and answer a couple things. What's the average cost of cruising? Depends on the cruise ship. So,
and the company, yeah.
There's a lot to be, I've been dealing with my mom on this a lot lately because she wants to go on a cruise. And I keep explaining that if you have a bad itinerary or a not great itinerary, they charge less. If you're on an older boat, they charge less. Icon right now, with them going out to see newest boat, 8 neighborhoods, everything in the world, coolest ship, biggest ship, hitting all the hot spots, doing everything that they're doing, you're going to pay through the nose. You're going to pay a Disney cruise for it. And you should, because they're offering a lot for it. Is MSC worth going on? Without a doubt. I highly recommend them. Contact us. We'll go over everything with you. We're going back on MSC. Make no misunderstanding about it. I will go on another MSC boat. We may be going because this travel agent experience ends the beginning of March. So we may go on it for Jen's birthday. After that, we're going to definitely hit a Royal. Now, I'm going to compare this sheet right here, which is how much we paid for the whole cruise, versus a Royal and what I project it to be now that I know what comparable costs are. One of the other ones I want to look at is Holland America. Holland America, I just priced out an Aruba trip, and it's $1,100 a person for a balcony. And that's 9 nights. I can't even imagine what that's like. It's got to be amazing. So if you are curious about traveling and cruising, we will set up an appointment. We will bring you in on a video chat so that we can kind of chat back and forth. Jordan, why are you sending me PayPals? I'm going to send it back to you. I'm not even giving you props for it.
Thank you, Jordan.
No, don't thank him. I'm sending it back to him.
I'll get Starbucks in the morning.
I'm still sending it back to you. When's your next live? So
we'll just be bouncing.
And we broke Jen. So the thing is, I believe that MSC was a value cruise. Okay. Do I think that it was the cheapest cruise I've ever been on? No, but I also didn't care about some of the expenses. If I did, I would have stayed at the 309 for the cruise, and I would have bought the drink package. We would have been roughly $600, and I wouldn't have spent another dime. And if I did that, I would have spent $600 for 4 nights. Can you imagine? It would have been exceptional. We did things because we wanted to experience them. I wanted you to be able to come back and talk about it. And as a travel agent, I feel like I have that responsibility to make sure that we can explain it to you. Do you prefer for a person to go on a weekend cruise? I actually do, Gail. I think it's smart for people. There's a lot of people that have apprehensions. A lot of people booked with us because they wanted to go to FPE and go to the 2025 meetup. I know someone asked earlier. It is February 22nd, 2025. We will be on the Treasure for Jen's 50th birthday. We're going to be having a blast when we do this. We have, I think it's 7 or 8 cabins already booked. They are selling out because 50% deposits right now if you want to come with us.
Are they still doing that?
Yep.
Wow.
It's another week and a half. So if you guys want to go, just reach out to us and say, hey, we want the 50% deposit. We want a veranda. There's 2 people. Give me your ages. I need your name, address, phone number, email. So this way I have all the information. I can get that quote put together, hold that room, and go over it with you. Rooms are running out. 30 months.
Oh, Mikey, Mike.
Are you kidding me? Hold on a second. We got to play something for this. Do we have fanfare or something? I don't know.
Okay, sorry.
Can you imagine this guy's been with us 30 months as a member? It's insane. Mike, we love you. So, if you guys are interested, definitely come and get a hold of us. I'm looking for anything because I don't think I have it in here. I don't. Let me see if I have it in my travel one. I don't. So someone will drop it in. I hope.
What are we dropping in?
fpentravel@gmail.com.
There you go.
Everybody has it. So basically, if you guys want to go on any cruises, if you want to contact us, we do this face-to-face. Why? It's super important for me to understand what your wants and needs are. Communication is paramount so that we can do it the right way. We'll bring in, it's way faster. And there's Jill coming in at 29 months right behind Mike.
Wow.
We're going to get some renewals now, everybody. I mean, can you imagine 29 to 30 months? This is nuts. But MSC, hands down, I enjoyed every second of it. If you don't go on it, you're nuts. It's a great cruise line, exceptional value. Shows were good. Food was good. 17 months for Triton coming in. So, booking is simple. We make it the process simple. Come on in. We'll sit down. We go through everything with you. Unfortunately, the last couple of days for a lot of people who have reached out, I have been sick as a dog. I came off the boat and my body went, hey, 58 cappuccinos and Advil's not a way to try and get healthy. So my body just said no. Here comes Jonathan coming in 15 months. You guys crushing it with your renewals.
And there's Chomp.
And there's Chomp's coming in 13 months. His standing green. People are killing me.
And thank you, because Sim can now shop with us in the private shopping streams.
Look out, Chomps. So
Hey, Curtis on Facebook.
The original question was, would I recommend people going on a weekend cruise? Yeah, if you can go on a 3-night cruise and it's affordable. First of all, let me say this. Stop having expectations that you're a Rockefeller. You're going to go on the boat. You're going to be confused. You're going to learn as you go. You're going to get your sea legs. You're going to do all these things. We will talk to you about those things when we have you in our private chat and just kind of say, hey, look, take, whether or not, if you're not an experienced cruiser, take the Dramamine 5 hours before you get on the boat. Take it the first day and just get acclimated. Ask questions. Talk to your travel agent. It's a lot of fun and we can help break it in. I'm trying to catch up to Jill. Good luck, Mike. So make sure that you do, if you're curious about doing those things. We're trying to convince Heidi and her husband to come on a short cruise so that they'll come with us for the treasure. And I have a whole pitch for Heidi, which she's not in here right now, but when she gets my pitch, she's got no choice. Christine Hickman coming in at 18 months. Gotta love you guys. You guys are the best. I thought it was longer. Doesn't it always feel like longer with us? We can't help it. And we got to figure out why we can't get JT and Carrie on a boat, because I think that JT would be epic. I think it would be so much fun.
Well, they've done.
Yeah, I know.
They've done Holland.
We got to.
They've been on the dams.
So, excuse me. MSC, it's worth it. Disney.
Oh, I got it.
Disney Cruise Line, it's a phenomenal boat. I wish there was more to do. I wish the theming was better, and I wish it wasn't so expensive. But we're going to have meetups at sea on Disney Cruise Lines. We're going to plan them as far out as we can, about 18 months, so that this way people have time to pay for them. They are expensive. For everything else, we are going to go on some of the more affordable cruises, whether it is on MSC or Royal or NCL. We are going to do those. We're going to have a blast on those boats, by the way, because there's a lot more to do. When we go on the Royal boats, I want to do some of the escape rooms. I want to do some bowling. There's ice skating at sea where we can watch shows together. And then, of course, there's everybody sitting down and having some cocktails at night and getting to know each other. Anybody who was at the Contemporary knows that was probably the highlight, even though watching a blind guy win mini golf was a lot of fun. And the Christmas party was epic. But it was time for everybody to sit down and say, I know you from the chat, and I want to get to know you better. It was a lot of fun. Reach out to us at fpentravel@gmail.com. Mike, I actually think I think I can accommodate that.
And
see, if we can get Sam to go on the boat, like we have
to get him on. That's how you get him on the boat.
Well, getting him on the boat's easy.
No, I know.
Dina just needs to know she's getting a 4-night break from Sam and the kids. Dee, it's okay.
Oh my god,
I'm in so much trouble.
You are.
Stop. But guys, cruising it's a lifestyle and it's incredible. It's a lot of fun. Definitely go and just check it out. Book with us. We're going to give you guys the best deal. My agency has been around for 52 years. They are literally... Cruising's in the name of the company I work for. I work for Cruise Brothers, and they are incredible. They get agency discounts sometimes like no other. I can tell you without a doubt, if you are interested in cruising with us, I'm going to sit down and go over every single thing. Make sure that the boat is good, your itinerary is good, the length of time is good. We'll help you take care of your travel, getting to and from. Travel agents don't get paid most of the time on airfare. I don't care. We're not doing this for the money. We're doing this for our community. We want to build a community that likes to travel together so that this way we can build a group that will go and have a blast. And you see those familiar faces and you know, hey, you know what? So-and-so and I are going to go shopping. So-and-so and I are going to go do this. So-and-so. And we can have fun together. We do everything together. For the last 3.5 years, this channel has shown you every anniversary, birthday, hardship.
Some holidays.
Some of the holidays. Everything that we do, we share it with you guys. And as we build this community up, over 20,000, almost 21,000 right now, we're just going to keep growing. And we're going to keep bringing people in. And the people that are like us, that want to have fun, that want to experience Disney and Universal in a different way, it will be epic. When do I think the next FPE cruise will be? I am shooting for the summer. I originally was shooting for June. The prices of cruises are through the frickin' roof. I would say there's a possibility of a short version of this in March or April, where it'll be a kind of a last minute. Anybody who wants to go, we're going to throw it out there and say, if you want to go, you can come. But I'm looking right now at a July or an August trip. First week in August, everybody starts to get weird because it starts to get into hurricane season. They're boats.
They're so fun.
They're so much fun. I love hurricanes.
Yeah, we went in August. Yeah, so
I only like hurricanes because we
did the Wish.
When we did the Wish. So it's really pretty simple. First dry dock cruise, sign me up. I can't figure out why you don't like to cruise, Theo. I got to talk to you about this because I think that you'd have a blast with us. I really do.
I only like hurricanes because we throw hurricane parties.
There you go. Would I recommend a river cruise? Never been on one. I would imagine that they're a lot of fun. I'm not now. Let me say this to you guys because this will put a lot of things in perspective. If I were to go on vacation tomorrow and I were to go to Key West or Miami or wherever there's an ocean where I can sit in an oceanfront room and watch the world go by, I'm interested in the beach, the pool, and the food. I don't like to go do things. I'm on vacation. I work around the clock, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When it's time for vacation, it's time to relax. I'm not interested in climbing a mountain. I don't care about the bell. Take a video of it for me, or somebody else already has, and I'll live vicariously through you. Jen likes to do stuff. Okay, so, and I don't stop her from doing it. I want Bella to experience stuff, and it doesn't mean I won't do it, but I can tell you when it comes to a cruise, I would have no problem booking a veranda and having room service brought to me 3 times a day.
But there's certain islands that you would go and explore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But there may be five destinations, and I may get off at 2 or 3. I like the boat. I enjoy it. There's nothing about it that I don't like. I enjoy every aspect of it. I think it's super cool. Do I want to build a snowman on the Treasure? I think it's a sandman, because I don't think there's snow available. Because they don't have an ice skating rink on the Treasure, do they, Jordan?
Forgetting like this isn't changed.
Yeah,
I find that funny.
But Theo, you're killing me. Yeah, I was terrified, and Mike will tell you, like, you can hear it in my voice when I'm getting on the boat. I'm petrified. About 20 minutes after I get up to the 11th deck, we sat down, we had food. I was over it. There is nobody that had and by the way, I would have been on this boat 20 years ago. I'd have been way happier. So I'm just saying it's enjoyable. I think that you guys would enjoy MSC. We will always give you our honest opinion of everything. Why? Because it's our responsibility. We need to bring you guys factual information, not my, and some of it's opinion. It's my opinion. We've had some things go wrong on everywhere. Doesn't matter where you go. You go in the park, you could have a bad experience. You could go to a hotel and have a bad experience,
which we've had. So,
but the more I pay, the more demanding I am, and I think that should be the bar. I think that if you're going to make me pay 2 boats sitting side by side that are identical, and I'm paying $4,000 for one and $1,000 for the other, I think I expect more out of the $4,000. I'm sorry, I just do. And what Michael just put in is 100% correct. If you are coming down here, my recommendation is going to be go to the parks for 3 or 4 days, go experience rides. The Disney immerses you when you're on Main Street. You look around and you can feel it. All of the hidden nuances. They were designed for that. Having that perceived reality and the forced perception for size. Disney is amazing at it. But they don't do it on their boat. I don't believe it's worth it. So I would go do 4 days in the parks, and then I would go on a Royal Caribbean if I had family. Why? There's way more to do. Your kids are going to be happier. They're going to have more stuff going on. There's more kids on the boat. There's places for you to go and relax, spas, adult areas, and you can just get your mind off of it. I might do an MSC if I was an adult and I had no kids. Not that the kids group was bad, but just because it was, it's more affordable. I mean, could you imagine going to Disney for your $4,000 trip, and then you go on a boat that costs you $1,000 for 4 more days? God bless you.
Thank you.
So, and it's tremendous. Now you can do both. You can go on, do your Disney park, and then go on your Disney cruise. I don't want anybody to ever go on a Disney cruise expecting that you're going to get a park experience. You're not. It's not even close. So can I leave somewhere? Can I leave my kids somewhere on the boat? Yes. There's tons of places to leave them. That's what Kids Club's for. One of the amazing things that they said to Jen was, you can leave your kid on Kids Club and go to MSC's private island and leave them on the boat.
And like if you're going to dining, they'll feed them. There's a special area in the buffet. Oops, I need to go back. Sorry.
Come back.
So there's a special kids line in the buffet. Bella she always got the fruit. She wasn't impressed by the rest of the selection, it seemed. And then they have a separate little cordoned off dining area for the kids to sit. So it's just the kids and the counselors. And it's funny because at night, adults going to play cards in that area because they know no one's going in there. No one says anything to them. It's so funny.
Now, in the beginning, when we first started this, we were not adequately trained. We were not the best travel agents. We're getting pretty good at this. The more we're doing the travel, the more we're getting back into it. We used to travel all the time. And, we got away from it during C19. Now we're back into it. Now I look at it from a travel agent's perspective. I'm getting a lot better at this. So I will challenge you guys. If you come in the chat and you tell me you booked with somebody else, don't think I'm going to be happy about it. I'm not. This is what we're building. We're building the FPE brand. We want you guys to travel with us. We also want to book your travel. Now, I will say this openly. I want to book Disney, Universal, and cruises. I've never been to Greece. I wouldn't trust me to book Greece. Can I? Sure. If you want me to, I'd be happy to. And I'll make sure I reach out to the appropriate people to make sure that your trip is done correctly. I now know where my resources are. But if you want to go to Disney, Universal, or hit a cruise, contact us. We're going to take good care of you. Our concierge service is fantastic. I don't do this for the money. I'm doing it because I want to travel, and I want to give you guys the best travel advice that we can give you. We want to give you the best experience that you can have. We're always going to put FPE first. It's just the way we do it. So come hang out with us. Come have some fun. You may see more increases in FPE meetups simply because we're going anyway. Want to come? Come have some fun. It may be that there's 4 cabins booked and there's 10 of us and we're just going out and having a blast. It may be that there's 40 or 50 of us and we're taking over an island. It's an FPE invasion. It'd be hysterical. There's so much fun stuff that we can do together. Let's go and have some fun. Let's travel the world. Let's go have a great time. Let's go cruise. Let's go do stuff in the parks. But that's what we're always going to do. We're going to elevate. We're going to be talking about trying to get some people involved in helping us plan some of these things. Jordan's going to be working on the travel agency aspect.
Her comic. Oh, there it is.
Ooh,
what are the months for? Oh, okay. Jill answered the question.
So, yeah, right. Sure. So, but there's people that have reached out and said, hey, do you want help with putting some of this stuff together? The answer is yes, we do. We want your help. We also want your input. It's what our members are there for too, so that they can have their input as well. But we do want people to get involved with the channel. We do want people that will help with putting some of the FPE meetups together, coming up with some of the ideas. I think it was Jill the other night that said something about a scavenger hunt on the boat. It's a great idea. There's things that we're looking for from you guys to help us give you the best experience that you can have. So, no, not 10 people per cabin. Theo, it's not a Virgin cruise. Oh.
That's, well, I won't say it.
So, February 2025, come join us. FPE on the Treasure if you guys are interested. There are veranda rooms left. We do have a November meetup, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th, right here in Disney World. We will be going to the park twice and doing a monorail crawl. So we're going to have some fun. But it's going to be good times. And in between,
Jordan,
we're going to be putting some other things together. Thank you, HM. That was the point. I appreciate you. Yep. And Jill got it too. So we're going to put together some fun stuff, guys. And some of it's going to be last minute.
I hate this background. Like, I can't. It doesn't matter what I do.
Here you go.
I can't even laugh or
there
anything.
Laugh.
Ah, okay.
Well, we can't show this disaster.
No, I understand. In the other,
our house is a living disaster.
We're in the workshop.
Yeah, I get that. But anyway, but we'll have other stuff coming out, everybody. Any questions that we can answer for anyone before we wrap this up for the night, because we got work to do. So November 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th, February 22nd through I think it's March 1st, 2025. Those are the two that are on the books right now. I've been kicking the can down the road on some of the other cruise lines. I'm not doing it anymore. I can tell you right now, as soon as I find the one that I want to go on, I'm booking. Anybody wants to join us, it's either going to be Aruba or Eastern Caribbean. Now, we're also going to throw in another FPE meetup that's going to be Bahamas. Why? It's going to be super affordable. It'll probably be an MSC.
Because their island is just...
Their island's jamming.
Because the great thing is because I think the 4-night, the 4-night was awesome because you stay overnight and you have that whole They have like a whole day and then a couple hours, and it's just so awesome. And they have the island open to like I think like 11:30.
Jordan, if you're paying, I'm going.
Fun. What is he doing now?
Yeah, he wants me to go on a Wish. If he's paying, I'm in. And by the way, do I really want to go on the Black Pearl and get broken down at sea again? I don't know, but
I like this.
we'll see. So, yeah, all kinds of cool stuff coming, everybody. We're gonna be traveling. We're gonna take you guys along. Every time we go on a boat, we're gonna show it to you. We're gonna have a blast doing these things.
The only way I go on the Wish again is if I was guaranteed our head server was what's her face? Was it Joyce? Yeah.
So
it's the only way.
That's funny. Jill thinks it's hotter in August.
No, they have plans in August.
I know, but it's hotter in August.
It's the same. It's the same.
The last 2 weeks in July are brutal.
Yeah.
They're brutal.
It's bad.
So, and you don't know what you're going to get this year. We're coming off an El Nino. So who knows? This is going to be interesting. But
all I know is the cruising in January.
Cruising in January is okay.
It's okay. You don't know what kind of weather you're getting.
I don't know that I would do it again next year. And I don't think I would do a New Year's Eve cruise after experiencing this.
No.
I don't think I would do them. I think February.
I think the Treasure going the end of February to March is like perfect.
I don't.
Perfect timing.
No, I wouldn't have done it.
Why? Because we're going on the Treasure.
That's one reason. Western Caribbean is number 2. Number 3 is time of year.
Stop. It's my birthday. You have to stop.
I have 12 months to bitch, and you're going to hear it every day. So I'm getting my money's worth one way or another.
That's fine.
But other than that, if you guys have questions, definitely let us know. We would be happy to answer anything. And Dewey, welcome in. So if we can ever book your travel, let us know. That's what we're here for. And we're going to have a blast. We're going to have a great time. Come along with us. Share the adventures. If you can't come with us, join us vicariously. Jump in the videos. Come on. And I think one of the times that we do one of these boats, we're going to do a member meetup at sea. I think it would be hilarious if I was sitting at the back of the boat and I brought the members in. So, and if you're not with us. So we're going to have a lot of fun stuff. Does RCL have shorter cruises? They do. They offer 3 nights. MSC actually offers a 2-night cruise. So there are a lot of things available to you guys. Just contact us. We're happy to help with everything. It's what we love doing. It's a lot of fun. So we're enjoying what we do as travel agents. We enjoy doing what we do through concierge, and we enjoy what we do with personal shopping and concierge services with that as well. Live streaming is just a bonus. Building this community with you guys is what it's been all about. Without this channel, I don't know any of you and how different our lives would be. So we're glad that we could do it. What about a Virgin cruise? You won't ever see me on one. That was easy.
I think they go to the Keys on that. Like,
no idea. Don't know. Don't care. I'm not getting certified with them.
No.
But yeah, there's other people out there that would be happy to book your Virgin cruise. It's not our cup of tea. We're a family channel. My daughter's 11. Hopefully we can get my oldest daughter and her fiance and my granddaughter on a boat too. I'd love to see us go on a family trip so we can have some fun doing that as well. But other than that, everybody, I'm not seeing tons of things rolling in about what we're talking about. So you got anything to add?
No, I think we covered everything.
Where are you tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning, Character Warehouse.
Really?
If I get to sleep.
I'm shocked.
And then I'm going to head over to Universal right after, grab a nosh, and then both parks maybe. I don't know. Because I know next week is the kickoff to Mardi Gras at Universal. So we're going to go around, and I think they started getting some of that together. They have different food booths, which is really exciting, and we're really looking forward.
Is it really Mardi Gras if you can't flash and pee in the street?
They throw beads, I guess. Like, I don't know.
I'm just asking.
I don't know. Kind of nervous about that. I have a feeling I'm going to get injured because getting beads thrown at me.
I will protect you.
Brookies, yeah. So we can do some treats at Universal. But yeah, so next week kicks off Mardi Gras. I don't know if they're doing an AP preview day for their tribute store. If they do, we will be there because the Mardi Gras merch is always really fun.
And if anybody knows any way to get Jen up on the float, let us know.
Well, I can. I missed the window. I tried to get on the float.
You're horrible.
I missed the window. We're away, and I was
You're a
having issues
monster.
connecting.
You're
but
a monster.
I can get on a wait list, so you guys have to come with me.
You're a monster. Thursday, you are at.
Thursday is going to be. I'm actually going to the
Come on,
arts.
come on, you can do it. Get it out.
I'm actually going to the Festival of the Arts over at Epcot. I have not been yet. Dave was there shopping because he's awesome. But we're gonna walk around. I know a bunch of you had sent some art stuff in. Sorry if we didn't get to the earlier ones. I was sick and then we went away. But I know a bunch of you have some requests. Make sure you get those in because I probably will do a lot of them off stream because carrying art in a gimbal not a great idea. But if you do want pieces of art, the best thing you could do is know where the booth is, the artist.
It's not the best thing. It's the only way we're going to get
best
it.
Thing.
If you don't send us where it is,
like,
good luck.
Yeah, Universal Fudge rocks it for sure, Roni. It's so good.
So if you're talking about the baseball jersey from MK, it's not only at MK. Always put your orders in. Give us the pictures. These things show up everywhere. We know where to go to get them.
Because we'll be at Epcot may have it, and Springs. So
there's a new Paris lounge fly.
Yes, there is.
So the thing is, everybody, put your wish list in because Jen knows where the merch is. It may not just be at MK. They may have certain sizes, and we run into it at a resort and find it, and boom, you get your merch.
And I can tell you, Heidi was at the parks today, and she was telling me where things are in parks. So I know where certain merch is. I was like, oh.
Thursday night, FPE members only meeting. It'll be a Zoom call. We will have a bunch of fun with that. That'll be at 7:30 Thursday night. So no stream Thursday night. We're going to be hanging out as members for a couple hours and having some laughs and telling you guys what's going on.
Dale, I know what a num num cookie looks.
Num 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 num. Friday we will be at
that's right.
Warehouse.
Country Bears is the last days on Friday.
Friday will be at Character Warehouse.
And then we're going to be at Springs.
Country Bears.
Yeah, I know. You can't.
Look at the Bears.
It's like I think they're updating it or something.
Yeah.
Notice how I'm like.
Because Walt would be happy about that.
Hey, Big Al gave me the hug that one day, which was hilarious. I was just want to give him a high five. He's like, no.
He stuck his nose in my face.
What?
So Friday, in theory, we're getting new tech tomorrow that should boost our Wi-Fi capabilities and cell capabilities. If it works, all things being equal, Friday we will be back at Character Warehouse at Vineland.
We'll be at Vineland. We're going to do that.
Giving this a go. Followed by that on Friday night, we'll be at Disney Springs and having some fun down there. So tons of stuff coming up. Next week, we'll get into getting back to the parks more, possibly even a Bear Shark stream solo in the parks as well. So we're making strides to grow this year, to get better at what we're doing, and to go where you guys want us to go. Always go on the website, floridaparkexplorers.com. Go to our membership page, go to our personal shopping page, contact us. Let us know what it is that you guys want to see because we want to go where you want to go. If you need anything, fbpickups@gmail.com is one of the easiest ways to get us. Bear Shark merch is, I'm finishing the last of the designs.
He's asking. He's got its credit. It's burning in his pocket.
I'm expecting in about 2 weeks my first shirt, and it'll be probably one of the prototype shirts. I want to make sure that the stitching is done right. Embroidery to me, for those of you who know my background, I do know textiles quite well. I want to make sure that I don't have cloth on the backside, that it doesn't itch when you wear it. I'm very particular about it. This is going to be a very, very great brand, and I'm looking forward to it. Also, FPE merch is coming back. We are approved. We're good to go. I just have to rebuild the site in order to relaunch all of the designs that were available before. Now that Steamboat Willie has gone to the unknown, we are able to use the ears. So we're good to go. Did I miss anything?
I think you got it all.
Theme park treat, theme park box.
Treat.
If you guys want anything for theme park gift boxes for Valentine's Day, let us know. We are here to help. With that, we want to say thank you to the mods. Thank you to Heidi. Thank you to Jen. Jen goes out every day and kills it. And we're going to work for the next 3 to 4 hours so that we can get all of that. You see all those green striped boxes right here? You can see my pen over here. Boop. Those are all boxes. That's up to here. That's almost 6 feet of boxes. So you're going to see shipping notices go out so that we can get them out to you guys.
Christy, I was just packing your boxes, believe it or not. There's like a couple more items I'm putting in. So
I'll give you guys a brief flash. You ready? Brief flash.
Oh, go back. There we go. It's not that bad.
It's not as bad, but
no, because everything's down.
Everything is right here,
and it's on the other side.
So, but all of that stuff is ready to go. We're getting it out of here. So with that, everybody, tomorrow morning, Character Warehouse, she's back. She's better than before, and she has Heidi down in Sawgrass tomorrow. So everybody, thank you for everything that you guys do. We are going to do what we always do on every stream, which is give our Galactic members a shout out, provided. Are you kidding me? There he is. So with that, we will see everybody tomorrow at Character Warehouse and
Universal.
So until then, everybody, we are the Florida Park Explorers, and we always say, what, Bella?
Have a magical night, everybody.
Have a magical night, everybody. Take care.
Take care.
Hey, if I hit the
You
wrong
have
button,
to hit it.
It doesn't work. Let's just make sure I didn't miss anything since I screwed up anyway. Good night, everybody.